Hi and welcome to another episode of Toby's Barbecue Corner. What goes really well with smoked turkey breast? Of course, your very own homemade cranberry jam. Now what you need for it and how to do it, I'm going to show you in this episode. And this is what we need for today. Now obviously you need cranberries, you need some form of sweetener, so you can use sugar or whatever sweetener you like. You need some water, you need one orange, and you exactly need one, like the zest of an orange as well as the juice of an orange. You need some ground cinnamon, you need some ground cloves as well as some ground allspice, a little bit of salt as well as vanilla, but you can also use vanilla extract. Now for the cranberries, they can either be fresh or frozen, it makes no difference. The important part is that they are whole. To start off with our cranberry sauce, what we're going to do is we're going to put all the ingredients into a pot and then we're going to bring it up to temperature. Don't boil it, just make sure it's bubbling away, so to speak. So as I said, everything in, and then the nice thing is we're going to strain it later on anyway, so don't worry about, if there's, especially with the cloves, if you have larger chunks in there, obviously you wouldn't want to eat that. Now if you do have ground cloves, if you bought ground cloves from the store, then obviously you don't have to strain it. Now I like to do it. What happens as well is you get a bit more of a, like a nicer jam. You don't have any chunks in it. So in that sense, it it becomes a bit more, how do you put it? Well, just a little bit more, smooth, so to speak. Maybe smooth is the word I'm looking for. Now also, just as a word of advice, when you do start, like when the cranberries start come up to temperature, they do tend to pop a little bit, so unless you want to have mess all over your kitchen, what I suggest is you just cover it with a lid and then you help them along once in a while. You take a big spoon and just mash them down a little bit so that they become nice and smooth and release all those lovely flavors. So we're going to turn that on, we're going to put the lid on, and we're going to go for medium-high heat. About 2 minutes later, let's have a look. They're nicely bubbling away. They're starting to lose their integrity, so to speak, so they're starting to break apart. And you can help them along a little bit by, pushing them against the side of the pot and help them break apart as well. So we're going to let that cook for another 7 to 10 minutes until they've nicely broken apart, and I'm going to show you what to do next. Right, here we are exactly 10 minutes later. We're done. All the cranberries have nicely popped, with a little bit of help, of course. Now just one thing, what you can do is, obviously you can use the jars that they came in to, keep them later on in the fridge. So what I've done is I've boiled them, make sure they're sanitized. And now, as I said, we're going to strain our cranberry jam through here. Make sure that all the little things that we don't want to have in our jam stay in the strainer, so just in case there's anything left of the cloves, etc. And I know that there was a piece of the orange that was in there too. So we're going to strain that through, and then we're going to let that thicken a little bit at room temperature, and then we're going to put it in the jars for later on. Right, just as a quick update, after straining I actually found all the pieces I didn't want, which was really nice. So I opted to put, the cranberry, basically the shells and, all these things back into our jam. I think it just makes it that little bit richer, but it shows you that it's obviously best to buy pre-ground, ingredients, because then you don't have to worry about that. Anyways, we're gonna let that cool down now. I'm gonna put it in my little jars and I'm gonna show you the final product. And there we go, guys, about a jar and a half, a jar and a quarter maybe, of our homemade cranberry sauce. Really excited. We're gonna let that cool down now. It should stay in the fridge for a little bit, you know. Obviously you shouldn't keep that in the fridge for overly long, simply because there are no preservatives in it. You can, however, freeze it. Now I would suggest you don't fill it up that much, you know. Makes sense. But other than that, yeah, this is it. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick video about the homemade cranberry jam. It's still cooling down and I can't wait to eat it later on. So it was super quick and simple to do, and definitely something you can do yourself, especially if you don't want to have the pre-made stuff with a lot of sugar, all these preservatives in it, etc, etc. Now if you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate a comment and a thumbs up. Please head over to that subscribe button for more great videos to come, and I hope to see you soon again at Toby's Barbecue Corner.